Trust, for a dog, is not emotional language or expressive affection. It is a practical decision rooted in safety, instinct, and survival. In the wild, staying close to the wrong presence can carry real risk. So when a dog allows their body to relax near someone, that choice reflects more than comfort or routine. It means vigilance has eased and the environment no longer needs monitoring. Most people never notice when this shift happens in their own home, because trust does not announce itself or demand recognition. It forms quietly after many moments of consistency and safety. If your dog rests near you without staying alert, that calm is one of the clearest signals of trust. When they sleep through small noises. A door shifts slightly. A dog remains asleep, body loose, breath unchanged, no visible reaction. This is not carelessness, nor a sign of fading awareness over time. Sleep that deep only arrives after the environment feels consistently safe. The body chooses rest when it no longer needs to stay prepared. Humans often miss this because calm rarely announces itself clearly. Long ago, survival demanded waking at every uncertain sound. Now that instinct settles into something gentler and emotionally grounded. Rest differently how you also is required from you to maintain this moment. No correction, reassurance, or vigilance is being asked. Here, sleep is not weakness, it is trust completing its quiet circle. When they sit with their side touching you. They do not look up or climb closer, simply resting their side against you. The contact is light, uninsistent, easy to miss if distracted. It is often dismissed as habit or limited space in the room, but partial contact allows closeness without surrendering personal boundaries. This balance reflects a choice rather than a need or request. Humans expect affection to face forward, eyes meeting, energy exchanged. Dogs communicate comfort through shared space, not constant engagement. Instinct once guided bodies to stay connected without crowding. Have you ever felt safest beside someone without speaking? There is nothing you must return in response. No movement is required to confirm this bond. Here, closeness exists without demand, steady and sufficient as it is. When they lick their lips and then relax. Lick appears, then the body softens and settles down. The moment passes so fast it barely registers consciously. Some worry this always signals lingering stress or discomfort. In truth, it can mark a brief emotional adjustment completing itself. The body acknowledges feeling, then allows it to move through. Humans often interrupt these moments by rushing to respond. Instinct knows how to regulate when safety already exists. What matters is not the signal, but what follows immediately after. Have you noticed how relief shows up quietly in yourself? Nothing needs correcting or soothing in this space. No explanation is being requested from either side. Trust appears when emotion is allowed to pass without consequence. When they turn their back during play. During play, the dog turns away, no longer facing you directly. Movement continues, but eyes are not tracking every gesture anymore. This moment is often read as losing interest or disengaging emotionally. In reality, turning away removes the advantage of constant visual monitoring. A body only gives up that position when defense feels unnecessary. Humans are taught that attention must face forward to remain connected. Dogs rely on spatial trust more than continuous eye confirmation. Instinct once demanded watching threats without pause or distraction. Here, instinct relaxes enough to allow vulnerability within movement. Have you noticed how play feels freer without constant checking? Nothing about this shift asks you to re-engage or correct direction. No signal here is requesting reassurance or renewed effort. Trust is present when control is no longer required to continue together. When they pause before entering a new space. The dog stops briefly at the edge of an unfamiliar room. There is no pulling forward, no retreat, just a quiet assessment. This pause is often mistaken for hesitation rooted in fear. Fear rushes the body. Calm curiosity allows stillness first. The mind gathers information without pressure to react immediately. Humans often confuse slowness with insecurity or lack of confidence. Instinct learned that safe exploration does not need urgency. When safety is internalized, Curiosity moves at its own pace. The body trusts it can decide without external prompting. Have you noticed how you pause differently when you feel secure? There is no expectation for you to lead or encourage. Nothing needs to be proven by crossing the threshold quickly. Trust shows itself when exploration is allowed to unfold unforced. When they let you walk past their food bowl. You move nearby while they eat, footsteps passing without interruption. The dog continues calmly or briefly glances before returning to food. Many people worry they are disturbing something sensitive or risky. Food once required guarding when safety was uncertain or repeatedly tested. When trust settles deeply, protection around resources becomes unnecessary. The body no longer prepares for loss or competition in this space. Humans often project caution because food feels fundamental to survival. For dogs, safety and relationship can outweigh instinct to defend. What matters is not training, but emotional certainty over time. The bowl becomes simply food, not something to protect. Replaces tension when trust feels complete. There is no expectation for you to step back or intervene. Nothing here is permissiveness or weakness in character. This calm reveals trust resting at one of its deepest levels. When they settle after watching you breathe, watches you quietly, then lies down breathing more slowly. No sound is made, no signal given, just a gradual settling. This moment is often dismissed as coincidence or random timing. Breathing carries powerful information about safety and emotional state. The dog's body reads rhythm before thought ever becomes involved. Instinct aligns internal pace with what feels stable nearby. Humans rarely notice how often animals listen without looking. Over time, your presence becomes a reference point for calm. Not because of control, but because consistency has been proven. Have you felt your own breath slow near someone trusted? There is nothing you need to offer or maintain here. Return. Trust shows when presence alone becomes enough to rest within. Tests, signals, or behaviors to manage. They form quietly where safety has been repeated without demand. Trust here is not excitement, obedience, or constant closeness. It is the absence of preparation for harm or interruption. A relationship where nothing needs to be monitored closely. Dogs express this not through declarations, but through ease. Ease in sleep, in space, in food, in shared breathing. Over time, these moments weave into something stable and sufficient. Not something to earn, fix, or constantly reaffirm. If you notice them now, that is already enough. The relationship does not need to look louder than this. Sometimes, trust is simply life moving gently beside each other.